What's going on, guys? It's a beautiful day today. England, English sun. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Anyway, I had one of my followers on Instagram message me last night. He was looking for some advice. He messaged me first. He's a young guy, 18, from Turkey, and he messaged me and he said, "Bro, I'm bored in lockdown. I need more plates. I need to spin more plates." If you don't know what plates are, it just means having women options in rotation. That's what spinning plates is. So he says to me, "Bro, I'm bored and I need more plates." And this is about priorities. This is what I'm going to be talking about. I said to him, I asked him how old he was and where he rates himself on the SMV, sexual market value scale. So normally when you ask younger guys this question, if they're just getting into red pill awareness or the manosphere, they like to rate themselves very high because they want that validation from their peers. They want to seem like they know what they're talking about, when they're younger guys. So I asked him, I said, "Where do you rate yourself on the SMV scale?" And he said he's at least an 8 out of 10. Which is very high, right? Very confident young guy. He said, I'm at least an 8 out of 10. And instantly, to me, that just contradicted his first messages that he sent me. He said, "So I'm an 8 out of 10. And I said, well, first of all, guys who are an 8 out of 10 are not bored, and they're not bored with their life, and they're not worrying about spinning more plates, and they don't have trouble finding and getting more plates. And if they don't have them, they don't care. They're too busy with other things." Okay, this is why this video is about priorities. So I got further into it with him and I said, you need to be thinking more about how you can use this quarantine and lockdown time to level up. That's what's going to set you up in the future, in the long run. I said at this point, for you, I would not even consider women. He's so young and he's thinking about, I need rotation. And it's like, no, until you're making your own money, good money, living by yourself, and living the lifestyle, an exciting, fulfilling lifestyle, I wouldn't even consider women. That's what I said to him. So, the reality is he thinks he's an 8 out of 10, and I would say more realistically, he's a 5 or a 6. One thing he has going for him is he is keeping fit every day, and he's not a complete simp and a nice guy. He understands the balance of needing to stay masculine. We got into talking about balance. He said he believes in balance in life, and yes, that is true to a degree. But I said to him, as far as LTRs, long-term relationships, there is a need for you to walk that fine line between occasional vulnerability but not losing frame, and masculinity. It's a very fine line to tread, I said to him, from going over from losing your masculinity to becoming too nice and predictable. And I said that is where the decline of attraction will begin for a woman with you in long-term relationships. It's that decline when the man starts to be pulled away from his purpose, distracted and derailed, and catering his life, his time, and his money primarily for a woman. This is where the separation will begin, and he will be pulled off of his path. Stop seeing his friends. He isn't giving as much attention to his passions and his hobbies that he was in the beginning. This is very common, a pattern that happens with one-itis or blue pill guys when they get into relationships, is they stop doing what they were doing in the beginning as individuals, which is what made them valuable and attractive in the first place. They get off track. So the message here would be, for you younger guys especially, get out of this mindset that you need to be prioritizing women first. It's completely the wrong way to go. I just turned 30 a few months ago, so in some respects, I would say I value my time very much. I always have, but the older I get, the more I filter and I'm vigilant about the time that I use, how I use my time every day. And there are guys older than me who will say the same thing, but I'm fortunate enough to have learned from them and really grasp this a little earlier on than some people might have. So I would say the same to you younger guys right now, is don't even consider dating, online game, or any of that until you have your physique on point, you're staying healthy, your diet is good, you're not fueling yourselves with the wrong foods and activities. I say you don't put gravy in a Lamborghini. You need the right fuel to function properly. So treat yourself right, diet, exercise, educate yourself, and just do things that you are passionate about, things you are naturally drawn to, that it doesn't feel like, this is a chore, I'm forcing myself to do this. That's not a natural hobby. There's force there. It's not something that is drawing you organically. Find the things that you get lost in time with, where you're in your own world, and it lifts you up, and it nourishes your soul, and you find yourself just lost in it, and you enjoy it, and like I said, it's not forced. So prioritize those things, okay? Get your life together, have the lifestyle, and work towards the lifestyle that you want, and plan. I would say really over plan, but go with the flow at the same time. That's the balance, is make plans and design the life that you want, but don't beat yourself up when things don't pan out exactly as you envisioned. The main thing is having direction and being adaptable and flexible enough to work around these inconsistencies when life, because life is unpredictable. It always will be. So it's good to have direction, and that direction is what is going to keep you going when things hit you and tragedy happens. You're going to have that rock embedded in you that, this is going to keep me going, this is what I'm here for, this is what I wake up for, and it's going to give you more willpower and a stronger spirit to keep going. So sit yourself down and really think about your calling. What are you drawn to, and experiment. You're not going to find out the first day what you're here for, but listen to your gut and follow the things that you enjoy, and you will get there by process of elimination. Okay, you need to try different things. So yeah, get your priorities in order and set up the life and live the life, embody the life that you want to. Okay, because until you're doing that, you're not going to be interesting or valuable to any woman anyway. You'll just be a guy who doesn't have direction, who's in a job he hates, has no pastimes that he enjoys, no interests, and a shitty social circle who is toxic for him. So, you need to look at your environment and work out the kinks. Anything that is not benefiting you or serving you, cut it out and start adding the things that will help you grow and nourish you and nurture you. So use this time wisely is what I would say. All right.